Grandma, why do you smell weird down there? 8 simple words that shattered 69-year-old Barbara's heart. She just hugged her granddaughter, expecting warmth, but instead felt shame. If you've ever noticed people leaning away, opening windows, or avoiding close contact, there might be a reason no one is telling you. What if the cause isn't poor hygiene, but something more surprising and easier to fix than you think? Let's start with one of the most overlooked yet powerful sources of body odor, the armpits. It may seem like an obvious area, but many seniors are surprised to learn just how much this small region can affect how others perceive us and how we feel about ourselves. As we age, our bodies go through changes that are often invisible, but deeply impactful. One of those changes is in how we sweat. The truth is, seniors tend to sweat less, not more. And while that may sound like a good thing, it's actually part of the problem. Sweat plays an important role in cleansing the skin. It helps push out toxins and prevents bacteria from building up on the surface. When that process slows down, bacteria have more time to multiply, especially in warm, enclosed spaces like the armpits. Here's another little-known fact. With age, our skin produces a different kind of oil called 2-nonanol, a compound that younger people barely produce. When this oil mixes with the bacteria in our armpits, especially in areas that are not cleaned thoroughly, it creates a stale, sour odor that's often noticeable even shortly after a shower. This odor isn't a reflection of poor hygiene. It's a result of missing the key spots or not washing them effectively. To fight armpit odor, you don't need expensive sprays or overpowering colognes. You just need the right method. Use warm water, not hot, and gently scrub the armpit area with a soft washcloth or loofah. Make sure you're not just rinsing, but really cleaning the folds of skin. Dry the area completely before dressing, and if you can, wear breathable fabrics like cotton that don't trap moisture. Also, avoid wearing the same shirt more than once. Fabric holds onto oils and odor, even if it looks clean. These simple changes make a big difference. You might even start noticing people getting closer, again leaning in when you talk, hugging a little longer. You are still watching this video and finding these insights valuable. Please comment below to let me know you are here. And if you are not subscribed, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Your support helps us continue to create good content to inform and inspire you. Let's keep going because there are 4 more areas you need to know about, and the next one might surprise you. Now that we've covered the armpits, a common but often underestimated source of odor, let's move on to another sensitive and frequently overlooked area: the groin. The groin region is one of the warmest, most enclosed parts of the body. It contains multiple folds of skin, is often covered by tight clothing, and receives little natural airflow throughout the day. That combination alone makes it a prime environment for bacteria and odor to thrive. What's more, as we age, the skin here becomes thinner and more delicate, which allows sweat, oil, and bacteria to collect more easily and linger longer. Many older adults bathe regularly, but don't clean this area thoroughly enough. A quick rinse under the shower often misses the hidden folds where moisture and oils build up. And since sweat production decreases with age, it may not seem like there's a need for deep cleaning, but the opposite is true. Less sweat means fewer natural cleansing cycles, which leads to more buildup on the skin surface and a stronger chance for odor to develop. The fix is simple but intentional. During your shower, gently clean the entire groin area using warm water and a mild unscented soap. Don't scrub harshly, just ensure you're reaching into skin folds and giving the area a few extra seconds of attention. This gentle care removes trapped oils, sweat residue, and bacteria without irritating the sensitive skin. But perhaps the most important step comes after your shower: drying. Even with proper washing, if you leave the groin area damp, you create an ideal environment for odor-causing bacteria to regrow. That's why using a soft towel to pat the area completely dry is essential. Focus especially on the inner thighs and skin folds, and be sure to change into clean, dry underwear made of breathable material like cotton. This one small habit, thoroughly drying the groin after bathing, can drastically reduce lingering smells and leave you feeling fresher throughout the day. It's also a confidence booster, knowing that you're taking control of something that most people are too embarrassed to talk about. Caring for this part of your body may feel awkward at first, but it's an act of self-respect. Cleanliness isn't just about looking presentable, it's about preserving your comfort, your dignity, and your relationships with the people around you. Next, we'll explore another area that's often missed, but plays a major role in how we smell every day: the buttocks. After addressing the groin area, it's only natural to move just slightly downward to a third source of odor that often goes unnoticed: the buttocks. It may not be a topic people talk about openly, but this area plays a big role in overall body scent, especially for older adults. Much like the groin, the buttocks contain multiple folds, hold warmth, and spend most of the day pressed against chairs, beds, or clothing. All of that creates a humid environment where sweat, natural oils, and residue can build up. Even if you shower daily, if this area isn't cleaned thoroughly, it can quickly become a source of a persistent, unpleasant smell. In older age, two things contribute further to this problem. First, decreased mobility may make it physically harder to reach and clean the area properly. Second, skin becomes more delicate, and people tend to avoid scrubbing, thinking they're protecting their skin. But skipping this area or cleaning it only lightly means odor-causing bacteria continue to grow unnoticed. To prevent this, it's essential to give this region the same careful attention you give your face or hands. During your shower, gently wash the buttocks using warm water and mild, unscented soap. Make sure to clean between the cheeks and around the anus. You don't need to use force, just gentle, consistent care to remove buildup and bacteria. After washing, drying is just as important. Moisture trapped in this area, especially after bathing, can lead to skin irritation, bacterial growth, and an increase in odor. Use a soft, clean towel to pat the buttocks completely dry, paying attention to all creases and folds. Avoid rubbing, as aging skin is more fragile and prone to damage. Another helpful tip is to change undergarments daily, and more often during hot weather or after sweating. Wearing cotton underwear helps the skin breathe and keeps the area drier throughout the day. Also consider loose-fitting clothing at home to reduce sweating and friction. Ignoring the buttocks during hygiene routines can lead to an odor that lingers in clothing, bedding, or furniture. But when you take the time to clean and dry this area properly, you'll feel fresher, more confident, and more at ease during everyday moments, whether sitting close to loved ones or moving freely through your day. Now that we've addressed three key areas, let's talk about one that many seniors are too shy to bring up, but it matters more than you think: the private area. Now that we've covered the buttocks, let's turn our attention to an even more delicate and often uncomfortable topic: the private area. While it might feel awkward to think about, this part of the body plays a major role in how we smell and how we feel about ourselves, especially in our later years. As with the groin and buttocks, the private area is naturally warm, enclosed, and prone to moisture buildup. That combination creates the perfect environment for bacteria and yeast to thrive. Over time, These microbes can cause strong, lingering odors, even in people who bathe daily. And while it's tempting to mask the smell with powders or sprays, that approach often does more harm than good by covering the issue instead of addressing it. Aging brings more changes to this area than many people realize. Hormonal shifts, thinner skin, reduced mobility, and tighter clothing all contribute to irritation and odor. Additionally, reduced flexibility or discomfort may make it harder to clean this area thoroughly, leading to buildup that becomes more noticeable over time. To properly care for the private area, gentle daily hygiene is key. Use warm water and a pH-balanced, unscented cleanser, specifically formulated for intimate areas. Avoid harsh soaps or strong fragrances, which can disrupt the natural balance and cause irritation or infection. Clean gently with your hand or a soft washcloth, being sure to reach all folds without scrubbing too hard. Once you've washed, the most important step is to pat the area completely dry using a soft towel. Never leave it damp, as trapped moisture is one of the leading causes of odor and discomfort. Drying thoroughly also helps prevent common issues like rashes, fungal infections, or chafing. Wearing breathable, loose-fitting underwear, preferably made from cotton, can also make a big difference. Avoid synthetic fabrics, which can trap heat and moisture, and always change underwear at least once a day, more often in hot weather or after physical activity. Taking just a few extra moments each day to properly care for this area can lead to a noticeable reduction in odor, a boost in confidence, and greater comfort in your own skin. Coming up next, we'll explore one final area that affects not only how others perceive us, but also how we communicate every day: the mouth. After caring for the private area, there's one more place that has a powerful impact on how others experience us: the mouth. It's the first thing people notice when we speak, laugh, or lean in for a hug. And yet, bad breath in older adults is one of the most common and misunderstood causes of discomfort in social and family interactions. As we age, the mouth undergoes several changes that increase the chances of odor. One of the biggest is a decrease in saliva production. Saliva is essential. It helps wash away food particles and bacteria. But by the time we reach our 60s and 70s, saliva production can drop by more than half, leaving the mouth dry. That dry environment becomes a breeding ground for bacteria, which produce foul-smelling gases as they break down leftover food and dead cells. A dry mouth isn't always obvious, and many people assume brushing their teeth once a day is enough. Unfortunately, that's rarely true for older adults. Odor-causing bacteria often collect not just on the teeth, but also on the tongue, the inside of the cheeks, and around the gums. Dentures or old dental work can also trap bacteria if not cleaned thoroughly. To manage and eliminate mouth odor, brushing twice a day, once in the morning and again in the evening, is essential. Use a soft bristled toothbrush and fluoride toothpaste, and don't forget to clean the gum line and all sides of the teeth. In addition, using a tongue scraper once a day can dramatically reduce odor. The tongue is one of the biggest sources of bacteria buildup, and regular scraping helps remove residue that brushing alone can't reach. Flossing at least once a day is also highly recommended, as food trapped between teeth can start to smell in just a few hours. If you wear dentures, clean them daily with the recommended solution and allow them to dry overnight to prevent bacterial growth. Drinking water regularly, especially warm water throughout the day, also helps maintain moisture and reduce odor. Chewing sugar-free gum can stimulate saliva production and keep the mouth fresher between meals. A clean, healthy mouth doesn't just freshen your breath, it improves how you feel and how confidently you interact with others. And just like the other areas we've discussed, a few consistent habits can make all the difference. When you take care of your mouth, you're protecting your smile, your relationships, and your dignity every single day. One of the most meaningful lessons from this content is that growing older doesn't mean giving up on yourself. It means learning how to care for yourself in new, more intentional ways. As we age, our bodies naturally change. We may sweat less, our skin may become more sensitive, and certain areas may produce odors that never used to be there. But these changes are not signs of failure or decline. They are simply part of life's natural process. The key is understanding that small daily habits, like cleaning often overlooked body areas, drinking more warm water, eating antioxidant-rich foods, and maintaining oral hygiene, can dramatically improve how we feel and how others respond to us. Caring for our bodies is not just about appearances or hygiene. It's about maintaining our dignity, confidence, and relationships. When we feel fresh and clean, we're more likely to engage with loved ones, share close moments, and live life more fully. Many seniors silently endure isolation, not realizing that odor can be a hidden barrier. But with a little awareness and consistency, that barrier can be removed. These small acts of self-care are deeply powerful. They remind us that we still matter, that we are still vibrant, and that no matter our age, we deserve to feel proud of who we are every single day. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Please share in the comments one insight you gained and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your feedback is invaluable and keeps us motivated. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Your support enables us to continue creating content that informs and inspires. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.